Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm back with today's video. I'm doing another reaction video, and today we're going to be reacting to some Llama arts. Now, if you don't know who Llama arts is, it's a llama that does art. I won't do that again. No, but basically he's like an animated story person. He basically tells stories that are apparently true. Llama arts might be capping, but we're going to be diving into some Tinder date horror story. Tinder date horror story. This is apparently true, and we're just gonna dive into it, react to it. Let's go. Get your gear. Let's go.
What's happening? 8 people? Whoa! Whoa! What's up? Whoa! Whoa! What's on my chat? What's on my chat? Who in the chat? Who in the fucking chat, nigga?
All right, so you know we got the reaction video right here. You know what I mean? I'm right here. Let's dive into it. Whew, reaction video.
This happened when I was 17 years old.
Around my age.
It's been nearly 2 years since my girlfriend broke up with me, and I was very chewed up about it on the inside. I've called her several times, but it always went to voicemail. I've tried texting her on Messenger since, ironically, we were friends on Facebook, but still, not a single response.
Give up.
As the weeks went by, I became very devastated and was worried that I'd never find love again.
That's the issue. Now, it don't matter. That does not matter. I swear it don't. You know how many females are in this world and you're hung up on one female? Yeah, she was probably good and all. You can find a better female, if not 1,000 times better. This is already bad, right here. This is already a red flag. All right, let's keep going.
My brother told me to just forget about my ex-girlfriend.
He's smart.
And that it was time for me to move on. He introduced me to this app called Tinder, which he said was great for online dating. I was very familiar with online dating, but never actually done any of it, because there was no way that I even felt like hooking up with some random person I met online. But I figured it couldn't hurt to try it out, so I decided to give it a shot. After I finished setting up my account and was done creating my profile, I just started randomly liking a few of the girls that I thought were pretty. I'm not picky, I just wanted to make sure that I found the right girl for me. A few weeks later, I've had already received my first match on Tinder. Her name was Robin. She had
Oh, man. Now, first things first. Look at this female. Does she have a hole in her nose? She has an arrow pointed in the moon in her hair. You feel she got like thunderbolts on her like bangs, but folded up like a laundry. What am I saying? You got the chin like these. Honestly, you should go back to your ex at this point. She looks like a literal true menace to society. Stay away from people that look like this. Wrists are just on.
Blue hair, freckles, and beautiful amethyst purple lips. According to her profile, she had the same interest in the stuff I was into.
Anime W,
and was even
video
around
games
the same
W,
age
dogs
as me.
L.
Even better,
Her
she
name is
lived in
Robin.
the same town as me. By the way, I live in Memphis, Tennessee. We started having a friendly group chat on Tinder, which was going well. Her message said, "You may not know me, but we went to the same high school." I replied, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yeah, I was always the quiet one at the back of class."
Ask her what the high school was.
Anyways, I think you're really cute. We should hang out sometime. I agreed and asked her to where she wanted to hang out.
This dude is actually like... all he had to do is ask, oh, what high school was it? Y'all gotta stay on your 10 toes down all times. If she said, oh, I went to high school, that's already just like, okay, what high school did we go to? Then that would have cleared it all up right there from the jump if something bad happens. This is a horror story, and apparently it's true, so...
And what time I should be there. She said we'd hang out at her place and meet her at the park tomorrow night at around 9 p.m. I accepted.
Okay.
It's Walmart's Black Friday deals for days. Join.
Got hit with
I got
the
to the
biggest
park that night at around 9 p.m. sharp. I didn't call her because I didn't want to sound too desperate.
Okay.
Some time passed and I finally decided to call her to no response. I also tried texting her to no avail as well. It was around 9:30 p.m. There was still no sign of her, and I was beginning to grow impatient. I was starting to think that maybe she wasn't going to show up at all.
Leave.
I sighed and said, I knew this was too good to be true. She's not even here yet. Screw it. I'm going home. I can't believe I came out here this late for nothing.
Yeah.
Oh well, so much for online dating. I was about to start my walk home when suddenly I saw a black convertible pull up to my location. The car stopped right in front of me, and the window rolled down, revealing a creepy-looking old man who was probably in his mid-30s. He gazed at me with a weird smile.
You're gazing at a
and
grown man
asked,
pulling up
"You
on you.
going somewhere, kid?" I responded,
Oh, he's a read. Oh, he is not thinking. It's about to be 10 o'clock at night. You're waiting for a Tinder date that you don't even know really exists. You feel me? All you heard that was she went to the same high school that you don't even know if it's true or not. You gonna go up to the window and go, what did the dude even ask him?
a creepy-looking old man
What
who
did
was
he...
probably in his mid-30s. He gazed at me with a weird smile and asked, "You going somewhere, kid?"
You're going somewhere,
I
kid.
responded, "Yeah, I'm just headed home." He asked me why I was out there this late, and told him that I was supposed to meet someone, but it seemed like she wasn't going to show up.
Why are you explaining yourself to
He
a
said,
random old man?
"Oh, you must be waiting for my daughter." The man, by the name of Jeff, introduced himself to me as Robin's father, and said that Robin has told him a lot about me. He told me that Robin couldn't meet me at the park because she remembered that was the night she had to go to a slumber party with her friends, and she forgot to cancel.
She didn't forget to cancel. You want to know why? Because he texted her, called her. Female, okay, rule number, this is like a lesson. Females got their phone on them all the time. Simple. They always looking at their phone going, hey, every time. So that's a lie. She didn't forget to cancel anything. This is a creepy old man literally trying to take advantage of a 17-year-old.
Told me she wouldn't be home till 11 o'clock, and that's when I knew my night was a bust.
And why was
He
she
apologized and offered to give me a ride home.
No, this is ill.
I knew it was going to take too long for me to walk, so I accepted. It was going to be a long drive, but luckily I knew all the shortcuts to my house.
Oh.
I told him where I lived and how to get there as I got into the car.
She's sweating?
After a few minutes, I
It's
was
like
feeling
green shit on
tired
his
from
face.
being out so late, so I closed my eyes for just a few short seconds and
He's gonna
dozed
fall
off.
asleep in the car.
Not long afterward, I awoke. Feeling a little drowsy, I rubbed my eyes and
They're
realized
driving through
that
trees?
I was still in the car. I asked the man where we were, as this wasn't the usual route to my house. He said, "Relax, kid, this is a shortcut. We're almost there."
You're done.
I asked where we were going, and then he looked at me with some sinister grin on his face and just chuckled. I felt my heart almost explode out of my chest as he did that. I looked down and saw a handgun sticking out of his jacket pocket.
Oh my God.
I put two and two together and realized what was happening. I told him, "Let me out now."
Don't do that.
He responded,
Don't do that.
"No." Then, he put his foot on the accelerator, speeding up the car. I tried to get out, but he had already put the child lock on. It seemed hopeless.
What is that green?
I was trapped. There was no way out. To make matters worse, we were driving through a forest area with no cell service. I couldn't even call for help. But I just had to get out. As soon as the car...
Now, don't ever be like this, dude. Don't ever take ride from any stranger. Don't listen to... Bro, this is a random dude. And all he told you was, yeah, my daughter told me, even though... If she told her dad that, oh, tell him that I'm canceling it at a sleepover. Wouldn't that just, like... Why would she tell her dad about a dude she met online randomly and that she talks all about you? That's straight cap. Don't ever be like this loser. Feel me? Not even to get dropped off because you don't think.
Shoulder with a
You gotta say 10 tones down. Every situation.
He screamed in pain.
Whoa, what just happened?
But I just had to get out. As soon as the car started to slow down, I stabbed him in his shoulder with a pocket knife that I found on the floor. He screamed in pain
Keep going!
as I was able to turn off the child lock, unlock the door, and run as fast as I could into the woods. While I was running, I could hear multiple gunshots being fired at me, but luckily, not a single one hit me.
L.A.
I never looked back, because I had the fear of the man chasing me at the back of my mind. I dove behind a tree and hid under a bush. I heard the man yelling, "You can't hide from me! I will find you!" I covered my mouth with my hands and held my breath, trying not to make a sound. Everything was silent for a while, until I saw the man was looking for me with a flashlight.
Oh my.
He flashed it past me multiple times.
Why would this dude
When I
want
heard
this
his
dude so
footsteps
bad?
going
Is he
deeper
like,
into the
what
woods.
is going on?
I knew the coast was clear.
Dip off.
I ran, using the flashlight on my phone to help navigate me through the dark and scary woods. In hindsight, I knew that was a stupid move considering the situation. I could hear the leaves crunching and the twigs snapping as I ran, which would also easily give away my position.
Well, why would he
When the
use
crunching and snapping got louder, I looked behind me and my heart dropped when I saw that the man was chasing me. I ran as fast as I could with the man hot on my tail, firing every single last live round he had.
And he's just
gun.
missing every shot.
Thankfully, the shots missed again.
I'm literally hitting no shots on my
Nowhere
sleep.
for you to hide, he said.
Man,
I thought I was going to die, until I heard the man trip over something, and I was able to get away unharmed. I kept running until I was out of the woods and back onto the road. Looking behind me then, he was nowhere to be seen, which means I lost him. I sighed in relief, and then I saw a red car driving down the road. I was able to wave it
You didn't
down
learn your
and
lesson?
told the
You didn't
driver
learn
that
your
I was
lesson.
kidnapped and almost killed by some crazy man in the woods. It took
Oh,
a
it's a
lot
girl
of
this time.
begging, but the driver finally gave me a ride to the
I'm not
police
saying
station,
well,
and I
it's a
told
girl
the
this time,
cops
so
everything.
don't have to explain that.
Unfortunately, I didn't get the man's tag number, but I gave the police a clear description.
But that's not. But
After
okay,
the-
you escaped. You were trying to escape. Why does that? I don't know how he's like. Unfortunately, like I couldn't get. Bro, that's not your first thinking. You're not thinking about getting his whatever he just said, like license plate or something. That's not your first focus. Your first focus is to get out of that situation. What the like?
Police had run a search. They told me that he didn't even have a daughter, and that they've been trying to catch this guy for months. As
Didn't
it
have a
turns
daughter.
out, he's wanted in several countries for the kidnappings of multiple teenagers and
Oh.
young men. How I managed to escape him is a miracle. The
Oh.
officers kindly gave me a ride home, and I didn't tell anyone what happened except my brother.
Little Caesar's slices and sticks is just $6.
Oh my fucking god!
The man was never found, nor was he ever caught, and they say he's still out there, even to this day, which scares me the most. What's even worse is that I stupidly gave him my address, so who knows if he might try to kidnap me again. Needless to say, my days of using Tinder weren't over after that. The whole incident just made me a lot more cautious from there on out.
Alright. So that's the Llama art video. I don't understand how someone can be so clueless in this situation. This man started talking to a random girl. He listened to a random dude gazing into his eyes like on some soul mating stuff. I don't understand it, bro. Let me know what y'all feel like in the comment section. Like that button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more reaction videos. And I'm out of here.